Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. Sorry for the lack of uploads. I have been working my ass off for the past 3 days now. Got the porch done. Steps are done. We are so fucking thrilled. Obviously, I will post exclusive content for members and patrons, just because I think, well, really the reason is because they donate monthly, and that donation money has helped out loads with my channel, and I feel like that is a little bit of extra content I can give. Obviously, at some point, you'll probably start seeing images pop up on social media because I'm very proud of it. But this is kind of to give you like a more of an insight on what we've been doing with the house, because this is going to become my little sanctuary. This house I've been staying in for like 16 years now. It's crazy. Anyways, the purpose of this video here is to talk about something that I found out yesterday, but I did not have time to film it because I had to literally go to work, and it just got to, I was literally going to sit down and do it, and then I'm like, I got about 20-30 minutes before I have to like get out the door, so there's no way. So I just did not film it, but I'm going to film it now, and I want to go over some of the stuff that I am seeing here, but this is fascinating. I'm going to go ahead and read you what I'm looking at right now. DNA helps solve haunting yogurt shop quadruple killing more than 3 decades ago. This entire murder situation happened, and we are just now figuring out who was responsible. That to me, that's like mind-blowing to me. That's something that you would see on Unsolved Mysteries, and then waiting for a response and not to get it, like, but 30 years later, the suspected killer died by unaliving himself in 1999. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about what the article says, because this really is crazy to me. This is absolutely insane.
After nearly 34 years, investigators say they've identified the man responsible for the brutal killings of 4 teenage girls at a Texas...
Who killed these girls? $25,000 reward for more information leading to conviction. Call for... And again, to find this out, 2025.
At a Texas yogurt shop. Officials say it was serial killer Robert Eugene Brashers, who shot Sarah and Jennifer Harbison, Eliza Thomas, and Amy Ayers in...
All fucking under... All not even adults yet. Young adult. There's a couple young adults here, but not like an official adult yet. 13 years old. A 13-year-old girl shot and killed. That's heartbreaking.
1991, before setting the Austin yogurt shop on fire, compromising the evidence, and leading to a decades-long mystery.
There was smoke and soot on every surface, so kind of made fingerprinting kind of difficult.
In 1999, 2 men were arrested for their murders. Both confessed, but later claimed their confessions were made under duress, and their convictions were overturned. The case ultimately went cold.
It was unspeakable. You know, you just have all those regrets of...
So, I'm assuming 2 of them were sisters who were killed? I couldn't even imagine. I really couldn't even imagine being in that situation where you get that phone call, or you get word, fucking cops walk to your door, knock on it, and say, we found, I couldn't even imagine being in the parents' shoes, or hell, even being in the cops' shoes, having to tell the parents this. I don't even ever want to imagine that.
not protecting.
An HBO documentary released last month focused new attention on the murders.
We had so many suspects.
But it was never solved.
Now police say using DNA technology, they...
What is the name of the documentary? Maybe I'll have to look into it. Again, I might do some more of this kind of stuff, like for Patreon and members, like actually reacting to some of these Netflix documentaries, because I've been slightly interested to get back into the true crime talk. And the fact that this was brought back to the public with a documentary, and then it actually led to finally solving this case, awesome. Genuinely, I mean that, awesome. I'm glad that this actually puts this story to bed. What happened, who was responsible, who was legitimately responsible, and now these, if their families are still alive and around, which I'm assuming there are some, they're now at peace with what they just know. They know now. They have answers, and that to me is much more better than not having answers.
been able to link Brashers to the crime scene. Brashers, who's been connected to other murders, died by suicide in 1999. The former lead investigator telling CBS, police believe the gun Brasher used in his suicide is consistent with a bullet casing found in a drain inside the yogurt shop. Brasher's daughter telling our station KVUE she hopes this gives the victims' families some closure.
It certainly should. After 30 years, it should absolutely give somewhat closure. Yeah, unbelievable.
I'm very sorry for the pain and everything that my father has put everyone through. And I wish my father was here today to be able to be punished for his crimes.
Police are holding a news conference.
Wow. That actually almost made me cry to see like the daughter apologizing for her father's evil actions. Oh man. That was actually kind of sad. It's not her responsibility to apologize for him. Again, never blame the children for the sins of their parents. You know, don't ever blame the children for the sins of the parents. So I that almost broke me a little bit because I find that to be insanely so unfair that she has to apologize for his.
Today to explain their findings.
Okay, that was the video. Let's go ahead and take a look at the article. Police in Austin, Texas said DNA technology has helped them finally identify the man who killed 4 teenage girls at a yogurt shop in 1991 in a crime that haunted the city for years. Here's the names. Jennifer Harbison, Sarah Harbison, the sisters, Eliza Thomas, and Amy Ayers were attacked in the shop and all shot in the head for no fucking reason whatsoever. They were all probably in the shop together, and yeah, that's the one day that something like that had happened. Lead Detective Daniel Jackson said at a news conference on Monday, the girls were left nude and tied up. My mind just went completely blank. The girls were left nude and tied up, and there were evidence of sexual assault, he said. The building was set on fire before the killer fled the scene, Jackson said. This man was fucking disgusting. He was evil. He was absolutely just evil. In 1999, 4 suspects were arrested, with 2 suspects confessing but later recanting. Police said charges were dropped against 2, but the 2 suspects who confessed went on trial and were convicted of capital murder. Officials said the convictions were later overturned on appeal due to constitutional errors, and before they would even pointed to another person, and both men were ordered. Why do people do that? Why? I don't understand why people will take the fall for somebody, even if it's somebody that they don't even know. They'll take the fall for it. I don't understand that. And both men were ordered to be freed in 2009, according to the Associated Press. No physical evidence ever linked the men to the yogurt shop, Jackson said. Jackson, who took over the case in 2022, said this June he started searching a spent .380 casing found at the scene. It had not been submitted into the NIBIN system. For many years. NIBIN is a national integrated ballistic information network. It's kind of like CODIS, the combined DNA index system for shell casings, Jackson said. He died by unaliving himself in 1999 after a standoff with officers. So before he was caught, he decided to do it. Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis called the murders one of the most devastating and haunting cases in the city's history. Barbara Ayers Wilson, mom of victims Jennifer and Sarah Harbison, said on Monday news conference, "I'm full of gratitude. It's been so long, and all we ever wanted was the case to have it." She says, "I'm full of gratitude. It has been so long, and all we ever wanted for this case was the truth. We never wanted anyone to go to jail or to be charged with anything that they did not do. Vengeance was never it," she said. "It was always the truth. They just wanted to know. They just wanted to know. They wanted this whole thing to be put to bed, and now that it's finally put to bed, they can move on." Because I'm sure in the back of their mind, they were always thinking about who was responsible. Some people even beg, like, just please tell us. Please just tell us so we know. At the news conference, Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza addressed the 4 suspects who were arrested in 1999. There are still investigating steps that are underway. That being said, the overwhelming weight of the evidence points to the guilt of 1 man and the innocence of 4, he said. If the conclusions of the investigation are confirmed, the Travis County District Attorney's Office will take responsibility for our role as prosecuting these men and sending one to death row and 1 to serve life in prison. If the conclusions of APD's investigations are confirmed, as it appears that they will be. I will say I am sorry, though. I know that it will never be enough. No, it won't. No, it won't. That's why people tell you it's never worth it. Like, revenge is never worth it, because even when you do it, it doesn't satisfy you. I could never imagine being in a situation like this to where this happened to my daughter. I certainly could not ever forgive that person, and I will never forgive that person. So I can't speak for them. I can't speak for anybody involved. All I could say is I'm just happy to hear that they finally have closure to this entire thing. After 30 years, closure. That's a win. That is a win. It's not going to be, you know, enough obviously to fill in that hole that they have, but it's something. It's an answer. So that's the positive of this. But heartbreaking story regardless. Let me know what you think in the comments section, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I will do more videos like this if you guys so wish. I want to get back into true crime. I want to start talking about this stuff again. So if you want to see more of that, hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Do take care.